In lesson 413C, which you will find in your Unit 5 packet, we're going to work on U.S. traditional multiplication, 2-digit times 2-digit. If you don't have your Unit 5 packet, you can also write these on your whiteboard or a piece of paper. So let's go ahead and get your whiteboards and warm up with some 2- and 3-digit times a 1-digit. So on your whiteboard, would you please write 84 times 3? If you remember, we're going to go ahead and multiply 3 times 4, which is 12. Put down your 2, carry your 1. Now we'll go ahead and multiply 3 times 8, which is really 3 times 80. 3 times 8 is 24, and add in the 1, 25. So the solution to 84 times 3 is 252. Now let's take 708 times 5. We're going to start by taking 5 times 8, which is 40. Put down your 0, carry your 4 over to the next place value where you'll multiply, the tens place. Now we'll take 5 times 0, which is 0, plus 4 more is 4. And then take 5 times 7, which is really 5 times 700. 5 times 7 is 35. So our solution to 708 times 5 is 3,540. And our last warm-up, 916 times 4. Let's take 4 times 6, which is 24. Put down your 4 and carry your 2. 4 times 1 is 4, times plus 2, is 6. And lastly, 4 times 9, which is 36, or 4 times 900, which is 3,600. So our solution to 916 times 4 is 3,664. So let's go ahead and move into our packet. This is at the very beginning part of your packet. It says U.S. traditional multiplication. It's lesson 413C. C. It says for problems 1 through 3, make an estimate. Write a number to model to show how you estimated. Solve using U.S. traditional multiplication. Show your work. Use your estimate to check whether your answer makes sense. So let's go ahead and estimate number 1. We see an example there if we need to refer to it. So 51 is closest to 50. 63 is closer to 60. And now I can just go ahead and multiply that in my head. 5 times 6 is 30. And then go ahead and add in 1, 2 zeros at the end. So my answer should be close to 3,000. So let's go ahead and solve. We're going to start the problem just like we would in our previous problems that we did for our warm-up. We're going to go ahead and take 3 times 1. And 3 times 1 is 3. And then we'll multiply 3 times 5, which is 15. So go ahead and write that in. Again, if you do not have your Unit 5 packet, pause the video, get a sheet of paper or your whiteboard, and write 51 times 63. Now we're going to start multiplying. We have to multiply the 6 times each of the numbers up above. So now, because I'm multiplying 60 and not 6, what I do is I occupy that 1's position with a 0. So go ahead right under that 3 and put a 0. Now I'm going to take 6 times 1, which is really 60 times 1, which is 60. And now I put down that 6. Now you can see the answer is 60, and that's why I had to put that 0 in there. Now I have to multiply the 6 times the other number, 6 times 5, which is 30. Go ahead and write that in. I'm multiplying actually 60 times 50, which is 3,000. Now what you need to do is go ahead and add up those two numbers, put an addition sign, go ahead and add. 3 plus 0 is 3. 5 plus 6 is 11. Put down your 1 and carry your 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Nothing to carry. Bring your 3 straight down. So the solution to 51 times 63 is 3,213. And that estimate is quite close to 3,000. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Number 2 is 76 times 16. I'm going to estimate first. 76 is closer to 80, and 16 is closer to 20 than it is 10. 8 times 2 is 16. 1, 2 zeros added on to the end. My answer should be close to 1,600. If it's not, then I know that I've done something incorrect. And I go back and redo it. So I'm going to start off, just imagine that we're starting this problem off like we've done before. So I go ahead and take 6 times 6, which is 36. Put down your 6 and carry your 3. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 3 more is 45. Now watch what I'm going to do with this 3. I've already added it in, so I'm just going to take one little line, draw it through. That way I've already known that I've added it in. Now I'm going to start multiplying with the 1, which is really 10. So my answer is going to be whatever 10 times 6 is, which is 60. So in order for that to be an answer of 60 and not 6, I'm going to put a 0 in the 1's place. Let's go ahead and multiply 1 times 6, which is 6. Now I'm going to multiply 1 times 7, which is really 10 times 70, which is 700. 1 times 7 is 7. Put down your 7. You're going to go ahead and add these two numbers up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. Put down your 1 and carry your 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. My answer is 1,216. I'm going to check that. It's a little less than 1,600, but it's not too far away. So therefore, I'm going to assume that I've done this correctly. Let's move on to number 3. 47 times 86. 47 is closest to 50, and 86 is closer to 90. Let's go ahead and do the mental math for that. 5 times 9 is 45. I have 1, 2 zeros to add to the end. My answer should be close to 4,500. So let's go ahead and begin multiplying 46 times 86. We're going to start with 6 times 7, which is 42. Put down your 2 and carry your 4. 6 times 4 is 24. 24 plus 4 is 28. Go ahead and just put a little line through that 4 because we've already added that in. Now we're going to start to multiply in the tens column, so I'm going to go ahead and put a 0 in my ones. Now I'm going to take 8 times 7, which is 56. Put down your 6 and carry your 5 over. Now I'm going to go ahead and multiply 8 times 4, which is 32. 32 plus 5 is 37. Notice I crossed off that 4 previously, so I knew that I already had added that in. So I go ahead and add my 5. We're going to go ahead and add those 2 columns. 2 plus 0 is 2. 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. Put down your 0, carry your 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. My answer is 4,042. And that's pretty close to my estimate of 4,500. Now I'm going to give you a choice. You are going to be doing HomeLink 413C for homework today. If you think you have this with the limited problems that we've done, which is 3, you may go ahead and continue with your HomeLink and your IXL skill. If you would like to practice a few more with me, then go ahead and continue. So this is up to you. I will see that you have at least completed through 11 minutes and 27 seconds. All right, for those of you continuing on your whiteboard or on a sheet of paper, let's go ahead and try 82 times 46. Go ahead and write 82 times 46. Again, this is nowhere in your packet. We're just doing additional practice problems. We're going to start by taking 6 times 2, which is 12. Put down your 2 and carry your 1. We've been doing problems like this for a while. Now take 6 times 8, which is 48, plus 1, which is 49. I already added in that 1, so I'm going to just draw a line through it so I remember that I have already added that. Now what we're going to do is start multiplying in the tens column. So I'm going to put a 0 to occupy the ones place. Now I take 4 times 2, which is 8, and then 4 times 8, which is 32. Nothing to add to that. So go ahead and put 32. We're going to add those 2 numbers up. 2 plus 0 is 2. 9 plus 8 is 17. Carry your 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. And then bring your 3 straight down. So the answer to 82 times 46 is 3,772. Let's go ahead and try another one. Let's take 59 times 67. 59 times 67. Just like we normally do, we're going to take that 7 times a 9 because the 7 had to be multiplied by each of the numbers above as well as the 6. So let's start with 7 times 9, which is 63. Put down your 3 and carry your 6. 7 times 5 is 35. 35 plus 6 is 41. Now we're going to be multiplying in the tens place. So what I'm going to do is put a 0 in the ones place. Now I take 6. Let me go ahead and cross that off from previously. 6 times 9 is 54. Put down your 4 and carry your 5 over to the next place value that will multiply. Then take 6 times 5, which is 30, plus 5 more, which is 35. Now what we're going to do is add those numbers together. 3 plus 0 is 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. And bring down your 3. So our answer to 59 times 67 is 3,953. Let's try one more problem together. Let's take 48 times 72. 48 times 72. Again, we're not in our packet at the time. We are just practicing some additional problems. So let's start by taking 2 times 8, which is 16. Carry your 1. 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 more is 9. Now I just added in that 1, so I'm going to draw a line through it so I don't forget. Now we're going to start multiplying the tens place. So I'm going to occupy that ones place with a 0. I always call it the happy 0, so I don't forget to put it there. 7 times 8 is 56. Put down your 6 and carry your 5 over. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 plus 5 is 33. Nothing else to carry. We'll be done multiplying there, so go ahead and put down the 33. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. Carry your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. And then bring down your 3. So our solution to 48 times 72 is 3,456. So go ahead and move into your packet and try some on your own.